Hello friends, welcome to ADO.NET tutorial. In this video, we will see how to find a specific typed row, then populate the controls available here. There are three controls, right? We will find a specific row and populate the members. Say for example, user will pick a specific ID, right? Once they pick a specific ID, then we will populate the minimum level, maximum level, and job description fields. That's what we are going to do here in this video, and we will use the record find method. In an untyped dataset, we use find method of a data table to locate the row. So we did that multiple times in our previous sub-series when we learned about navigating the data relation. When we form the typed data objects, the IDE creates method with name FindBy primary key. In our jobs table, primary key is job_ID. So you will get a method named as FindBy job_ID. So using that method, you can locate a specific row, and the method expects a primary key value as a parameter. For example, if an employee table has a primary key row emp ID, the method will be named as FindBy emp ID, right? The FindBy key method returns a data row because it is locating a row, right? And it returns a single row since the key is primary key, and that will be definitely only one row. The FindBy key method returns a data row and expects a primary key column value as a parameter. When the method when it does not find any row, it returns null. And it is safe to handle the null check before using the located row, right? It returns a data row, right? The FindBy method. So before using the row, you need to check whether it is null or not. So we supply a primary key, and there is a possibility that the specific supplied key doesn't exist in the table. That means we don't find a row. So in that case, the FindBy key method returns null. So that's why we are saying you can check the located row to test it is null or not. So if it is not null, you can use the located row. In our example, we are not doing it. That means we are not doing the null check, as the find is based on the list box populated ID. So in our list box, we populated the ID, right? And the IDs are picked from the database and populated. So definitely the ID exists. We know that. That's why when we use the FindBy method for the selected ID, we will not check the data row returned by the FindBy method, because definitely the row exists, as the ID whatever we are going to supply definitely exists in the database. In this example, we will locate the job by clicking the job ID in the list box and populate the relevant UI in the side. Yeah, that's what we are going to do. So if you see LSD job ID, that's our list box, and we are handling the selected index changed event. Then the selected value will give us the job ID. Remember, when we are binding this list box, we set display member as job ID and value member also as a job ID. That's why when you make a call to selected value, it will give us the job ID. So we have job ID here. Next, we create the table adapter, jobs table adapter. We already saw this in the previous video. Then we are making call to get data to have the job table. Then from job table here, if you see, we are using the method FindBy job underscore ID, right? And to this method, we are giving the job ID which we located in the very first statement, right? Primary key we are supplying, and it returns the jobs row. See how the typed dataset, the typed objects naming the adapter, table and row. So here this is the row, right? And if you see, jobs is the table we dragged and dropped in one of our previous step. From Server Explorer we dragged the jobs table, so that's why here we have jobs row, right? That's how it is named, jobs.jobs row, jobs.jobs data table, jobs data adapter. And if you see, everywhere jobs is prefixed with the relevant object. This is data row, right? That's why jobs row. So now we have a specific row located by the FindBy job ID. Next, what we will do, we will make use of this job row, and here if you see, job ID we are taking it minimum level, maximum level. So we know that the typed data set will give us a strongly typed object, and min level, max level are short. So that's why we are converting it as string and storing that in the relevant text boxes. And the job description, we know that it is a string, so we are directly assigning that to the specific UI. So this is label, and this is 3 text boxes, and all these UI elements are populated from our located job row. Alright, now we will go to the demo. Alright, now we will go to the design view. We will pick our list box, go to properties, and pick the events, handle selected, index changed, and in here we get the selected job ID, right? If you see, value member is job ID, that's why selected value will give us the job ID, right? So since it gives object, we are converting it to the short, and we store the job ID. Next, we create a job table adapter, and using get data, we have job table in hand. Now we will find the row here. If you see, from job table we are making call to find by job ID, right? If you type find, you will see find by job ID, and this method is given to us by the IDE itself when we generated this XSD, right? So find by job ID will give us the job row, so that's why we declared a job row object. Once job row is in hand, then we access its members, and if you look at here, all the and by looking at the member, you can see job description, job ID, maximum level, minimum level, all these are displayed as the member, and you can look at the data type also. Byte, this one is byte, job ID is short, and job description is string, right? So using this returned job row, we populated our UI element. So these are all the UI element. Job ID we will populate here, and other members we will populate it in the relevant field. Let's rebuild this solution and we will run it. Right, now things are working fine. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.